Hey, this is Anthony with RevZilla TV, and welcome to our detailed breakdown of the new EVO System Ladies Jacket, available at RevZilla.com/Dainese. The EVO System Ladies Jacket is a 4-season jacket that's going to be more for a multi-season adventure and sport touring style of riding. So think about it this way. It's going to cover you in the dead of winter because it has a thermal liner. In the other seasons, when you're going to hit different types of precipitation, it also has a removable, waterproof, breathable de-dry liner on top of the thermal liner. And then you've got your great outer shell with venting. So in the warmer times of the year, even if it's getting a bit warm, you can open up your venting and get some airflow through the jacket. So you really have to think here, multi-season, sport touring, dual sporting, dare I say, but for the adventurous woman that's going to ride all year round, this is a rock-solid option from Dainese. Comes in this black. There's also a gray or anthracite version as well. Now I have Kat here to my left. She's 5'9", 145. She is wearing a size 42, and as you can see, she is pretty tall, but she has great sleeve length coverage. So you'll know that for you women that are tall, athletic build like Kat is here, you're going to have good coverage. You're not going to get alligator armed. If we look at the main construction, main textile construction, you're going to have ventilation starting here up at the neck. It's it's a snap with a flap that's going to open. You're going to see our high-vis vents here underneath on both sides. Ooh, Dainese has beefed up their snaps here. Let's see here, get this bad boy open. There we go. And you get to open up, and there's my venting across the shoulder. Notice it's a different cut. Very different style, very different cut from the men's side of things. It's a lady-specific cut. It's just not a box size that's going to be a little bit smaller. So you notice the way that it has a V that comes down through the bust, the way the elasticated panels are shaped. It's just a nice style that's meant specifically for a woman versus a smaller version of a men's. Some water-resistant pockets here. Kat, I'm going to turn you to the side for a second. Let's look at the side of this guy. CE-rated removable armor in the shoulder, proprietary from Dainese, as well as the elbow and the forearm. As I lift the arm, you're going to see that on the underside we have reflective. Then moving down, we're also, just like the men's, are going to have a removable sleeve so it can be worn as a vest. And as I move that YKK zipper, you're going to see the Dainese proprietary CE armor that's built into this jacket. And as I move down here, you're going to notice something that they don't have on the men's, but it's perfectly suited for this women's jacket. And that's the adjustable hip and waist adjustment system. So you can adjust the height on it. So depending on your build, depending on where the flare in your hips would be for a woman, you not only can cinch it with 2 snaps going front to back, you know how much you want to cinch it down circumference-wise, but you now have the ability to kind of set it and forget it based on your build. You have the ability to move this ratchet all the way up and down so that it's pulling you in the right spot. Kat, I'm going to have you put your arm down for me. You'll also notice there's an S1 stretch panel. You'll see, turn backwards for me. So there's an S1 stretch panel on the back of the arm, which is going to allow for some pull, for some breathability, but also for some stretch at your shoulder blade kind of as you're in the riding position if you're riding 3/4 in this jacket versus upright. Notice the back, classic styling from Dainese. Dainese suede stitched logo, nice red accents with piping. We have a leather roll here at the cuff. And notice the Kat has all of the liners in right now. So we have our de-dry liner in, and it comes all the way up past the basic collar. If you're riding and it's wet out and it's cold, nothing is worse than water that trickles down off the back of your helmet that gets down between your neck and your jacket. So knowing that, Dainese's built this liner to come up a tad bit higher for the wet times of the year, the cooler times of the year, and really this should do a great job of keeping you from potentially having to go out and buy a separate balaclava that's going to do very much the same thing and create that gaiter and that barrier to the outside. Notice the flare on this guy and the length of it. It comes down comfortably to the top of the seat. It's a good length for sport and adventure touring. Turn back around for me, Kat. I'm going to bust into to show you what the inside looks like, and then in a couple minutes, I'm actually going to throw this guy on the table and completely remove it. But if we look at the snaps, it's using Dainese's new snap system. It goes all the way down, and then notice it's a big zipper pull. It's a multi-season glove zipper pull. That said, if it's the winter time, you're going to have a bulkier glove on. Sometimes the sport zipper pulls are a little bit tougher to find once you start adding insulation to your gloves. Pull this bad boy right down, and you notice Kat has it all buttoned up. We can see here's the de-dry liner, and notice it's a double flap. So you have your exterior flap, you have your de-dry liner, which is going to have snaps that go all the way down. And remember, the de-dry liner is going to be the waterproof breathable component. The outer shell of the EVO system does have a water-resistant DWR applied to it, so water will bead up and roll off. But eventually, if you're riding in the rain all day, there might be some water that gets through, and this de-dry liner is the 100% waterproofing ability here. So notice I'm pulling down my spring-loaded snaps. I'm revealing a double rain gutter system here. So again, a double flap that goes over a zipper. Zippers are weak points for water. And as I bust this guy down, you're going to notice there's also a Napoleon pocket here on the D-dry liner, because the D-dry liner really is the guarantee for waterproofing. If you put something in the outside and you're in extended rain, there's a chance that those water-resistant pockets might have some water come through. So here's my inside. Here's my thermal liner. Notice it has a thermal collar with a different style thermal collar that's kind of a micro fleece. It's a bit of a CoolMax. That's going to be sweat wicking. And the thermal liner is snapped in, as you can see. Here's the inside of my D-dry liner. And then the D-dry liner comes out, YKK zipper, and here's how I could remove it and what it would look like. So now here's my mesh liner on the inside, and notice we do have, again, a big glove-friendly zipper pull, but we have a 360-degree zipper, so you can link this up with any Dainese pants that are going to have a 360 zipper. So again, a really complete jacket that's going to live on the top of the food chain for multi-season ladies, adventure, and sport touring from Dainese in a style and a fit that's going to be adjustable to really cover most women's needs. So now that we have the EVO System ladies off a cat, let's walk through the nuances and some of the guts. So here's my quilted thermal liner. I already talked about the inside. I talked about the nicety up here at the collar. It's really a nice touch. Let's start busting it out. Show how quick and easy that is. Single snap at the collar. A few snaps down the side. And now when it gets into the end of the cuff, which by the way, I'm not sure if I mentioned it has 2 snaps. In my opinion, this jacket's going to be best suited for underneath a multi-season gauntlet. Can reach in here, and it's a single eyelet to remove it from the liner. So that side's done. Come in here, remove the thermal from the D System liner on this side. As you can see, I've already unsnapped my D System liner, or my D dry liner, sorry. Lots of D things today in these Dainese videos. So here's my ladies' thermal liner, which is, again, one of my favorite upgrades to the EVO System as compared to the old D System. Here's my D-dry liner. This is going to be YKK zipper based to get in and out. Uno, due. Here's my snap. The snap, it goes to the collar, and then I'm going to come over here, pull that guy up. I already did that one. Do it for the other side. This one's already finished as well. Notice it's a single eyelet snap. There's an eyelet in here. It comes off very quickly and easily. I like that it's not a bungee cord. I like that there's no elastication to it, because a lot of times that makes things a little bit more tough to fight with. You have to kind of get them in the right position. Here's my D-dry liner. Remember, this is the waterproof breathability for the whole coat. That's what keeps your body dry. And then once we bust this guy open, you're going to see mesh liner. Here's the pocket for any G1 back protector. 360 zip at the bottom. Different pockets that you can use when you're just wearing the outer shell standalone. And here is our ladies, and again, it's different than the men's. It's more ergonomic for a woman's smaller frame. Here's our ladies' CE armor for the shoulder. That's removable. Remember, it's removable armor throughout. So depending on how you're wearing this, or if you want to bust the sleeves off, wear it as a vest, you have that option. And just for good measure, I'll show you here, we have Dainese pulls here at the bottom. You can cinch the bottom all the way down. And then let's remove one of the sleeves just so you see how quick and easy that is. So it's a snap in the back, and this snap, these are brand new snaps. The snap goes over top of the zipper, and there you go. There's my sleeve. Now I have a cool vest. So if you're doing any dual sporting, adventure riding that turns to camping and you want just a thermal body layer or something light to wear, you can always rock it. You could also wear a Wave Pro underneath this as a compression suit if you are doing more warm weather dual sporting and you want to kind of wear this as a flak jacket or kind of a roost guard. So you can find the Dainese EVO System ladies at RevZilla.com/Dainese. If you have any questions, remember, use our video to watch, decide, then ride. But at the same point, if you need that help comparing and contrasting with anything else in Dainese or RevZilla's mix, shoot us a line. See us at RevZilla.com or 877-792-9455. As always, it's over $39. We'll ship it for free. If you get the wrong size, send it back. We'll exchange it for free. If you just don't like it, send it back brand new condition with the tag still on it, and we will happily give you 100% back to your card. There's never a restock fee here at RevZilla.com. And as always, it's over $100. We're going to let you earn TeamZilla cash to be applied to your next order as part of our loyalty program to help you save money in the long term. Thanks for watching our detailed breakdown of the brand new Dainese EVO System ladies, available at RevZilla.com/Dainese. I'm Anthony. We'll see you next time.